Is that how you spell home, is it?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Do they sit next to each other or do they...
It's a split sound.
Wow, so what are you going to put in the front of the E? Good girl. Home. Thursday and we're off to school. I've had Dorothy at home again. Well, not again. I've had Dorothy at home today, just with a slight high temperature, feeling a bit rubbish. We've watched some movies, haven't we? And she's been playing in her bedroom on her own for quite some while, quietly and happily. Which on the surface sounds really good, but anyone with children, you get the alarm bells ringing. And I know I should have gone up there to find out what she was doing and check up on her, but it was so quiet, so I didn't. Thank God, I'm not putting her to bed tonight. I'm out at a meeting, so poor Felicity's going to have the glory of finding out what's gone on in her bedroom. Yes, I know I could go and have a look in a minute after we've picked Albert up from school, but clearly I'm not going to do that. That would be too responsible. You're so much better, aren't you? A nice day of resting. This is exactly what Albert did. He just needed a day. A day of quiet, and then he was right back to himself again.
Mum, why do moles not come out down?
They live underground in tunnels. He's zigzagging across me, and when they've dug out their tunnel, they have to put the soil somewhere. So where do they put it? Where do they put the soil?
Back on top?
Yeah, they push it out the top. So it makes a little molehill. Dorothy just asked a really interesting question. You know, when your children ask you something, you're just completely stumped. Actually, I do not know the answer to that. She said to me, why?
I just want to tell you something. We're going to come out there and come down the path.
What, in front of the building?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll wait for you. She said to me, why, when the mole kicks the earth up out of the ground, creates a pile, why does the earth not fall back down? I was generally stumped. I think I have worked it out now. But I was completely stumped. I thought that's really clever because I do not know. So I think I've worked it out. We're going to see when the children decide to come and find me, whether or not they can work it out too. I think I've worked it out.
What?
I think I've solved the molehill problem. So,
The dirt becomes sticky.
yeah, what direction does stuff have to fall in for it to fall?
Down.
Down. So we're assuming that the mole is tunnelling straight up. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's tunnelling slowly to the side until he comes out the top. What do you think? Could that be it?
Yeah! Like Fantastic Mr. Fox, what he does is he goes...
Yeah, so he's tunnelling along a sort of a gentle incline. So that's why the soil doesn't fall down, because it hasn't got very far to fall. Yeah. We're amazing.
Or it just becomes very sticky.
Yes.
From the rain, so the bottom gets sticky and then just normal soil rests on the top.
Yeah.
There we go. That's some good quality content.
I've got a question for you.
Go on then.
Okay. You know a mole?
The furry thing that digs up the earth.
Yeah. And they leave a mound on the top of the land.
Yeah.
Dorothy would like to know, why doesn't the soil fall back down the hole? The soil, there's a pile.
Yeah.
Yeah, where they've pushed it up out of the ground.
But they've pushed it up and pushed it out. There's a hole in the middle of it.
Yes.
So they pushed it up and pushed it out so that it won't fall down.
The mole is pushing the earth out,
Yes.
which comes out of a hole,
Yes.
but it doesn't fall back down the hole.
The hole's about that big. The molehill's about that big. So it's like trying to...
Well, I understand getting something big out of something small. I've had 4 children.
But trying to get something big back into something small.
Yeah, I've never tried that.
Oh dear.
Okay.
So you've got a small hole like that and a big dot like that, and you jump up and down it like that, and you're jumping up and down on bits that surround the hole.
I wasn't picturing a small hole and a big mound. So rather than it being a vertical tunnel, which clearly would then, gravity would play a part.
They build a tunnel all the way along, and at this point they've got all this earth they've got to get rid of, so they dig up and push it out and then continue on.
So it is a vertical.
I think there is a vertical thing.
Okay. All right. Oh, that okay.
And,
I'll
so
give
I
you
think
that.
the reason it doesn't collapse in on itself is
Because the hole is so small. So I'm picturing a mole being roughly the size of a molehill, but you're absolutely right. They're tiny little things, aren't they? Okay. I just thought that was an incredibly clever question. And she asked it, and I was just completely stumped. And then I asked Albert.
What did you say?
He said, I don't know the answer to that. Yes! Something Albert doesn't know. Say goodbye, my darling.
Bye, my darling.